Welcome. This is Dr. Melody Harris Barrow. Welcome to our show, Love, Truth, and Peace, Connecting Africa and the Diaspora. I would like to welcome my guest, Jean-Claude Atusameso. He's the president of the National New Chamber of Commerce of Congo in the United States. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And I'm very, very excited to be with you here on this
Oh,
show.
yes, I am more than excited. I'm so honored to have you here on my show. I want us to actually talk about everything that we can about Congo, about the businesses and the opportunities that we have in Congo today. And I know you are going to deliver that message correctly because there's a lot of entrepreneurs in the African diaspora, those that's in the Caribbean, Latin America, Fiji, all over the world. I know Congo is the second largest country in Africa. And also, I'm telling you, there's so many things to talk about today. So let's get started. Tell us a little bit about Congo.
Yes, my mission as the president of the new Chamber of Commerce of the DRC Congo in the US is to do the branding of Congo. And the branding is done by telling the story.
Yes,
A lot of people today, they're going to tell you they don't know about the Congo.
yes,
They're gonna tell you what we hear about the Congo is just the negative story. Today I'm saying that it's not about the negative story today. It's about the positive story.
there you
It's
go.
about telling the truth about the Congo. What really the Congo is for Africa and for the world. Like I told you, the Congo is the second largest country in Africa. It's not just that. The good thing about the Congo is the richest country on earth on natural resources.
Yes, yes.
And they say that the Congo has a reserve of 23 trillion on natural resources. After the Congo is Saudi Arabia with 16 trillion on natural resources. In some way, the Congo has a lot to provide to the world, and the Congo has been already providing a lot to the world. A
Yes.
good example is about the cell phone we have today.
Yes,
They
tell us
cannot
about
make
that. Tell us
they
about
cannot
that.
make the
Yes.
cell phone in the world without a piece of the Congo, which is a mineral called the coltan. The Congo is the reserve of the coltan of the world. The Congo
Mm,
has 80% of the reserve of coltan in the world. And
mm.
also, you heard talking about Tesla. Today they are talking about Tesla because Tesla is making the electric car. Now, Tesla cannot produce the electric car without the cobalt.
Wow.
And Congo has 80% of the reserve of cobalt in the world. Congo has lithium needed to put in the batteries. That's why it's important today for people, for businessmen, for entrepreneurs to
Yes.
understand that they can do a lot by coming and investing with us in the DRC Congo because we have the opportunity for
Hmm.
everyone. And
Exactly.
everyone will play with us what we are calling a win-win game.
Exactly. Now, what I want us to talk about, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs here in Latin America, the Caribbean, North America, and the world, of course. I would like to know the business opportunities in terms of if I come to Congo right now, I would like to know the process. Is it difficult to start a business in Congo? Because that's important. Could you elaborate on that? Yeah.
Yes, today they made it very easy to
Mm-hmm.
do business in Congo
Mm-hmm.
because the Congolese government opened what they call guichet unique. You do everything at one office. The
Ah,
same office gives you all the license. You can take your airplane. You get to the Congo. The
mm-hmm.
next week you can register your company, and 1 week after you can start doing your business.
Wonderful. Now,
It's
tell us about the incentives. The incentives, if I come to Congo, because I know in Panama City, 20 years ago, we start rebuilding Panama. And one of the things that why Panama has grown so much is because of all the incentives that they were able to provide. So tell me some of the incentives that Congo has to offer to foreigners coming to do business in the Congo.
Yeah, the foreigners who are coming to do business in the Congo, they can have a lot of incentives.
Mm-hmm.
For example, on the sector of construction, infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
people must bring to Congo heavy equipment in order for them to do their work in Congo. In the
Okay.
sector of mining, they need
Mm-hmm.
to bring heavy equipment. And even in the sector of transportation, they need to bring cars and equipment. For the foreigners who are coming to the Congo, they give them some break on custom taxes so
Mm-hmm.
that it can be easy for them to come and start doing business in the DRC Congo.
That is marvelous. I am telling you, that's good because oftentimes when you travel to certain countries, once you get there, there is hardly any incentives, and it takes 3 months, 2 months in order to start a business. So, those of you that are listening, as you can hear, Jean Claude is saying, they have already prepared for you in order to do business in the Congo. Let's talk about now the things that's already set up for Congo. We talked about yesterday the great investors that's going to be investing in Congo. Tell us about that.
Now, like
Yes.
when I'm talking about that, I would like also to talk about the competition. The
Okay.
Congo is a great market today. And you
Mm-hmm.
will hear people say, Chinese are already in the Congo. Why Chinese? It's about asking the question to my brothers and sisters here in America,
Mm-hmm.
until what time you need to wait before coming to the Congo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, the time is now. The
Yes.
time is today. And the
Mm-hmm.
good thing we did for big project of the Congo, we divided the Congo in 5 regions.
Okay.
And with the 5 regions, we did a
Yes.
feasibility studies
Mm-hmm.
for all the most project we have to do in the Congo, according to infrastructure, according to agriculture, according to new technology, according to most of the structure on IT and all of that. Now, what are we doing? Some of the business people, we can see what is the level of their investment. For
Mm-hmm.
those who have high investment, we put them on that big program of big project so that
Okay.
they have already all the studies done, and they're going to tell them what's going to be their tax to
Mm-hmm.
invest in that area.
Mm-hmm.
But others, we are doing the B2B with different entrepreneurs of the DRC.
Okay.
We have people who have mining concessions, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't have the technology. They don't have the equipment. We bring investors who are coming to join them on a joint venture so that they can work together in mining extraction. And
Mm-hmm.
we are bringing others to come with the refineries.
Mm-hmm.
And we are bringing also others who can join venture with Congolese who have the land, but they are missing funding to do
Yes.
real estate projects. They can work in a joint venture to build
Mm-hmm.
houses together. And we have programs on like building highways. We
Yes.
need to be putting cameras, technology, bring new technologies. Others can just be getting contract as
Okay.
contractors on a big
Right.
project which has the financing, but which is looking for the technology.
Right.
The EPC companies, we
Mm-hmm.
can bring the EPC companies on some project which we have already the funding for, so that they can just help us to make those projects happen with the new technology they can bring to us.
Right. Let me ask you something because this is also what Panama did. Because I was in the whole transformation of Panama as well when it comes to housing, when it comes to real estate. One of the things that we did for to provide incentives for our foreigners is that what we did, we were able to provide also loans from our banks, very banks, using the credit of, let's say, United States. If you're from the United States, we have used their credits in order to purchase a home in Panama. So I would like to know the housing, um, because what we did also is that we were able to invite the expats those that have retired, and we provided a program for them in based on their salary, right, in order to purchase the homes. But they were able to use their records from the United States, and then we were able to give them the loan. Is that something that you guys might be thinking about, or are you already doing that?
On the financial system, we are
Yes.
working to improve the financial system of the
Okay.
DRC Congo.
Yes.
And what we are doing, we are bringing a expert in the financial system to
Yes.
come and work with us in different banks. For example, we're starting working with the central bank
Yes.
to help the central bank to bring the rate of the
Hmm.
central bank up, and to
Hmm.
help the central bank also to be doing a lot of exchange with
Yes.
international transfers. And
Exactly.
also, we are trying to have Congolese owned banks, because what
Yes.
is happening, some of the Congolese banks belong to foreigners.
Hmm.
And when they belong to foreigners, sometimes they dictate the way they want the loan to be given. Now,
Yes.
we're trying to have a lot of Congolese owned bankers so that they can give a lot of long term loans to the
Yes.
Congolese. And
Yes.
also, with the new investors we're bringing, some
Hmm.
of them are willing to give
Hmm.
long term like a loan. But at the
Right.
same time, there are another program where we are rebuilding the infrastructure of the government.
Hmm.
This program we're going to be building in those different regions we said. We're
Hmm.
going to build offices for the government. We're going to build housing for the government. We're going to be also building low income housing.
Yes.
And with that, there is a system which is going to be funding all of that.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
for example, if we have an EPC company, we're just
Hmm.
going to bring the EPC company in that system, and where the funding is going
Awesome.
to be available. They're going to
Hmm.
be funded in the
Hmm.
region they're going to be working to do the work
Right.
they're going to be doing on the government side.
Very good. Let's go into now the agriculture of
Yes,
Congo, because we
yes,
spoke about that, and that
yes,
is key. That is
yes,
key. So I
yes,
want us to talk about the agriculture investment. I want us
yes,
to talk about all of that. Go ahead.
yes. And I'm very excited to
Yes.
tell you about the agriculture project in the Congo.
Yes.
As you know, we eat every day.
Exactly.
We spend money every day in agriculture. Now, for food, in Congo, we have the best soil of the world.
Hmm.
And with the soil we have in the world, the Congo has the capacity of feeding the whole Africa
Yes.
and bringing a lot of food in the world.
Hmm.
Now, that's why we decided to consider the agriculture at the same level with the mining, or in
Yes.
a high level, because by doing some studies, we found out that there are some products in agriculture which are going to revamp our economy very fast.
Okay.
One of the products is, for example, the cayenne pepper.
Hmm.
You know that the cayenne pepper is a product which is used at the pharmaceutical companies to make a lot of medicines. Now, with
Mm.
a contract our partner has,
Hmm.
the profit we're going to be having on the cayenne pepper only a year going to be the revenue of 6 billion just with the cayenne pepper.
Wow.
And we have a lot of land available
Hmm.
for the hemp production.
Hmm.
And with the hemp production, we are
Hmm.
bringing back the textile industry. We are bringing
Hmm.
back the paper industry. We
Yes.
are bringing back the plastic. We are bringing back different industry where we can create a lot of jobs for Congolese people. And that's the big plus we have. But one more thing I will let you know, where
Yes.
the money comes right away, is fishing. We have a lot of rivers, lakes, where we can get a lot of fish. Now we are
Yes.
trying to modernize our fish, fishing
Hmm.
industry, so
Hmm.
that we can produce a lot of fish to feed the Congo, to feed Africa, but to
Hmm.
feed also the world.
Do you have the equipment, the boats, the shipping boats, and so forth for
we are,
that?
we are working on bringing a lot of shipping
Yeah.
boats in different regions of the Congo.
Yeah. The
For
reason I'm asking, is because I know of a lot of experts
mm,
shipping experts,
mm,
and also those that have gone out to fish.
yeah.
This is in Colombia. I'm
Yeah.
aware. Practically, my family also is in that business from my great grandfather.
Mm.
So I wanted to know: is there a possibility that we can put together from Latin America these experts to come and even teach, not only to come and do business, but to even teach the Congolese and how to fish in
We,
mass production? Yeah.
we really need them. We really
Okay.
need them
Okay.
because at this time we are going in a phase where we are working on the technology transfer.
Okay.
And the
Yes.
good thing with Congo, we have a high population. We are
Yes.
90 million in the Congo,
Hmm.
and we are trying to increase the value of human potential on
Right.
education and on technology transfer. We will
So
be
you.
very, very
Yes.
excited to have them.
Right, very good, because I can put that together. The reason that we're having this show and what I've been trying to do for a long time is to connect Africa with the diaspora. Because we have a lot of experts when it comes to cultivating, when it comes to even the mass production
Mhm.
of seafood, and this is all type of seafood, but not only to come and just do business, but to
Mm.
come and also train the Congolese, because I
Yes,
think this is important, because
yes,
I think it's enough is enough that we have had others to come into the country and take. Now it's time to give back, and that
mm,
is the key. So
mm,
it's not just to come and do business in Congo, but
mm,
also to train our brothers and sisters and
mm.
how to do and defend themselves. In
Yes,
other words, to mass produce. And this is another thing that I want us to talk about, because oftentimes in African countries, we find that we are doing more import than export.
yes.
So we need to work on that phase of
Mm,
business, because
mm,
we cannot only import, we have to export also.
mm,
So those are the things that are crippling the African countries
mm,
in Africa,
mm,
because we spend a lot of time producing,
mm,
importing, and not producing enough, I'm sorry, to export. So
mm,
we need a balance in order for a country to grow.
mm.
So those are the things that I think that we need to talk about, Jean-Claude, coming up soon,
Yeah.
because as you know, I am the president of the sixth region Global Chamber of Commerce. And the idea for this is for us now to connect, to do business with each other, which is
Mm,
key. And we
yes.
can find, oftentimes, what I realize
Mm,
is that Africans are not aware that they can also do business in this region. And
yeah.
that is in Latin America, that's in the Caribbean. And believe it or not, there's
Mm,
a large number of people of color, Black
yeah.
people,
Mm,
Africans.
mm,
They call themselves Afros, but they're African descent.
mm,
And we have to begin now to do business with each other. And I think that most of the things that you and I have talked about,
mm,
I already mentioned to you that we have those people in
mm,
order to come to Congo
mm,
and train the Congolese and
mm,
how to do the cultivating and
mm.
all these other things. I think it's marvelous in the
Yes.
direction that we're going to go in, because we want other African countries in
Mm,
order to join us, in
mm,
order to trade. There's a lot of trade mission. We did a show yesterday,
mm,
and I already have calls, Claude,
mm,
that
mm.
we are now going to have to introduce you
Yeah.
and work together with them. So
Yeah.
this is amazing,
Mm,
of what you are doing for
mm,
Congo. I congratulate you, and I've said it before. You are
mm.
doing a very, very good job. But
Thank you. Yeah.
the
Yes.
thing that's missing, I
Mm,
know this.
mm.
I noticed this, and I'm going to bring it up because I know a lot of Africans are going to be watching this show.
Yes.
I noticed that Africans are always doing business with Europe
Mm,
and North America. And
mm-hmm.
we have to change that,
Yes.
because the same service that
Mm,
you are getting from European, they are
mm,
coming to our regions.
mm,
They are learning from us, and then
Mm,
they go and then they sell the products to you. That
yeah.
has to change. I
Mm,
think what we need to do is to
mm.
start working with each other
Yes.
directly. We don't
Yes.
have to go through a third party. We
Yes.
can work directly. And
Yeah.
that is something, and I always say, whomever colonialized you,
Yeah.
that's who you do business with.
Yeah.
So we need to change that whole model. We need to
Yes.
create a different model.
Yeah.
So one of the things also that I would like us to talk about is because most people, most entrepreneurs, there's a lot of more entrepreneurs that's going to be coming up from the north, from this
Yes.
region, because they
Yes.
have lost their jobs.
Yes.
What are the low fruits
Mm.
of businesses that they can tap into
Yeah.
in Congo, in the Congo?
Okay. Really,
Yes.
I was discussing with my friend in Congo
Mm-hmm.
just last week. My friend is the minister of small and medium businesses of the DRC.
Okay.
I was discussing with them about the opportunity we are bringing with the new Chamber of Commerce of the DRC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking this opportunity to thank him again because he gave the opportunity to the president of the new Chamber of Commerce in the DRC, who is in Kinshasa, to meet with him last week. And we are doing a lot of good jobs now with the Minister of the Small and Medium
Business.
Businesses in the DRC. Now, yes, we need all of them because
Okay.
we have farmers at the Chamber of Commerce who
Mm-hmm.
need to get trained. We
Yes.
need like small businesses, like youth entrepreneurs, women
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs. They have small projects, and we need people to be these expert mothers in
Mm-hmm.
this project in order for them to help them to bring the project to the next level. One of the
Mm-hmm.
simple example I'm going to give you: we
Yes.
need people to come and train our businesses to know how to do the labeling, how
Mm-hmm.
to do the packaging, how to put the code on the product we'll
Oh,
be selling out of the Congo, how to
yes.
do the processing, you know. And in Africa and in Congo personally,
Hmm.
we're going to be producing a lot of cocoa, and we would like to be starting making a lot of chocolate from Africa because
Yes.
from Congo, because one of the approach we are trying to put in place is the vertical integration economy.
Yes.
On
Hmm.
that vertical integration economy, we are producing in Congo,
Yes.
and with our partner of the Global Chamber of Commerce, we
Hmm.
are producing together with them. We
Hmm.
are processing together with them. We are labeling together with them. We're gonna be commercializing together with them,
Hmm.
and we're gonna
Very
work with
good.
Global Chamber of Commerce to
Hmm.
open different boutiques in
Yes.
all these different area
Hmm.
where we produce, and our product are going to know our different boutiques so that we have the control of the production, of the
Yes.
processing, and of the distribution.
Very
And
good.
that's where we're gonna have a good distribution of wealth. But
Yes.
also at the same time, yes, we have what we call the blind spot.
Hmm.
That blind spot is we don't know what we don't know. Because we
Yes.
don't know what we don't know that we need to know what we don't know, because we don't know that we need what we
But
don't
no,
know.
no. Yes.
We
Yes.
need
Yes.
someone to come and boost us and tell us, guess what? You are looking for the expert, we have them in Colombia. You are
Exactly.
looking for expert, we have them in
Yeah.
Panama. And
Yes.
I was amazed. I was
Mhm.
on the phone with one of my partner in Dubai,
Yes.
and I was discussing with him about, because we are organizing some corridor in Africa to
Hmm.
be trading the product of Africa with Dubai, with the US, with Russia, and with different buyers. Now,
Yes.
I was discussing with my partner in Dubai. My partner in Dubai was telling me about some product which is really needed in
Yes.
uh, in Jordan, and this
Okay.
product is what is the avocado.
Yes.
I never think that the
Yes.
avocado was so important to
Yes, it
be
is.
a product which is really
It
needed.
is.
I was
Yes.
doing now research on the avocado. I
Yes.
found out that in America, in South America, you have villages
Yes.
invested for the avocado production.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Since that day, when I was speaking with the president of different chamber of commerce in the DRC Congo, I
Yes.
told them, guess what? You are looking for some product, please. I want one of your direction to help me to build a avocado village in Congo
Yes. And you
because
have
I
the land.
saw we
You
have the
guys
land.
have the land.
Yes,
You
and I
have the
saw
land.
the
Yes.
chain of supply of avocado in one like country in South America or in Central America.
Yes.
I said,
Yes.
wow, with
We
this
have the
this
people for
yes,
you. We
yes,
have the people, for years, I've been working with finding where, like with the different products and so forth, trying to explain. And I'll give you another example,
mm,
trying to explain to my African brothers and sisters, business people, that most of the things that you are getting from Europe, we have it in Latin America and the Caribbean. And I'll explain. I'll give you an example of the moringa. I don't know if you ever heard of the moringa.
yes, yes, we have
Okay.
yeah.
We have a lot of moringa in Colombia,
Mm,
to the point where it's in the backyard just thrown. They don't really know.
mm,
Well, they know now, but
mm,
they didn't really know the cost of what's being charged in Europe for moringa.
mm,
You see, so
mm,
these are the things now that I'm trying to do. The
mm,
connection between Africa
mm,
and the Caribbean, Latin
mm,
America, in
mm,
order for us
mm.
to list now our needs. This is
Yes.
what we have to do. We have to
Mm,
list our needs, and
mm,
then we have to present it to these Latin American countries and
mm,
Caribbean countries, because what I'm trying to do also is to
mm,
have my African brothers and sisters,
mm,
that most of the things that they're shipping from
mm,
all the way from Africa to
mm,
the north in the
mm,
US, we
mm,
have it in Latin America. We
mm,
have it in the Caribbean. So
mm,
that way now you
mm,
don't have to ship
mm,
from Africa.
mm,
You can be able
mm,
to grow and cultivate in
mm,
Colombia, in
mm,
Nicaragua, in all
mm,
these other places, and
mm,
then ship from that point. What is
mm,
that doing? That
mm,
is not only helping you with
mm,
your cost, but it's
mm,
helping the brothers and sisters
mm,
also in
mm,
Colombia, in
mm,
Nicaragua, and other
mm.
places. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to do is to
Mm,
establish
mm,
a economic empowerment
mm.
between all of us. Because
Yes.
if we don't do that, if
Mm,
we are giving money
mm,
and doing business with other entities, we
mm,
are not developing our economic empowerment
mm,
in our communities. Because
mm.
one of the things that we need to do is that when we spend, we're spending correctly,
Yes.
where it will come back, but it's benefiting all of us.
Yes.
That is the idea of the six region global chamber of commerce. In
Mm,
order for us to find your need, you
mm,
make the list, we will
mm.
provide for you. And
Yeah.
also the mentality also of coming into your country and
Mm, mm,
training the brothers and sisters there. That's
mm.
the key,
Yes.
because you have to do for self. We have
Yes.
to grow. And the reason I'm saying that, John
Yeah.
Claude, is
Yeah.
because it's time for you to export, not
Yes.
always import. So once you're
Yes.
being trained for the
Mm,
things that you have to do, the cultivation and everything, now you can begin to
yeah.
do more exporting than
Yes.
importing.
Yes.
You follow me. And
Yes.
another thing I want to mention
Mm,
also is the Panama Canal.
yes.
Is that Panama has the second largest free zone in the world, and not one African company
Mm,
is present at that
mm.
free zone. And there
Wow.
are so many incentives. You
Mm,
can ship, you can
mm,
bring your products in to Panama and
mm,
then ship all throughout the Caribbean, Latin
mm,
America,
mm,
even back to Europe, and
mm,
have great no taxes. You pay
mm, mm.
no taxes at all, and there's a whole list of incentives. So these are the type of things that when
Yes.
we come to Congo,
Mm,
we are going to bring the experts so you
yes.
can learn about the
Yes.
process of the free
Yes.
zone, and
Yes.
the great opportunities that you will
Yes.
have
Yes.
also with the Panama Canal, the great contracts and so forth. There
Mm,
is so much that our African brothers don't know that they
mm.
need to know. So
You are
this,
right. Yeah.
you see, because
Yeah.
I've done trade missions
Mm,
from Panama. We have done trade missions to go to Bahamas. to
mm,
go to different places, and and Barbados has come to Panama.
mm,
And I, with my company, we have done a lot of trade missions. So
mm,
what I'm trying to do now is to see how, and after, of course, we're going to be connected.
mm,
We need to bring the experts to you, and
mhm,
then we can create a trade missions
mm,
with Barbados, with
mm,
Panama, with the
mm,
Bahamas,
mm,
come to your country and
mm.
show you all of the things that you need
Mm.
to know. And
No,
that's the
that's
key.
great. That's
Yes,
great. That's
that's
great.
the key.
And also that's gonna be very, very important because I
Yes,
coach also young entrepreneurs in the US
yes,
from the
yes,
African descent. I'm
yes,
helping them to do the projection of
yes,
them starting big investment
yes.
in the international market.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be a place where if I cannot bring them to Africa, I can bring them to Panama, to Panama, and
Exactly.
they can do some experience in Panama so that
Yes,
they see that it's not far. It's like I'm gonna
exactly.
have people where we're gonna bring to Africa, but us
Yes,
we can bring there. But also
yeah,
there are other African who are interested in investing their money out of
yes,
Africa, and we can
yes.
just bring them there to create
Mhm.
business, to create jobs. That is a
Exactly.
good win-win opportunities for us so
Yes,
that we
yes,
can work together and win together. It's a,
exactly.
yeah.
I have done a program. I have a program. I have a youth ambassador program, and what I've done is brought our young people from Jamaica,
Hmm.
from the Caribbean to Panama,
Hmm.
and I've introduced them to all of the. I've taken them to Panama Canal. I've taken them to the free zone and businesses and so forth. I'm going to tell you something. This was done about 8 years ago with these particular young people, and it opened their eyes.
Hmm.
These young people today,
Hmm.
because of that experience,
Hmm.
they are doing great things. Why?
Hmm.
When you are in the Caribbean, all you see is water around you, and the
Hmm.
competition is to be in the government in order to have some type of successful career.
Hmm.
So what I've done is train is
Hmm.
teach these young people. It's
Hmm.
not just about the government where you're going to go. You have to
Hmm.
be creative, and you have to create,
Hmm.
and you have to be an
Hmm.
entrepreneur. You can't work for government all the time because government changes. You
Yes.
see, so the mentality
Hmm.
is to have these entrepreneurs
Hmm.
be creative and
Hmm.
create. But what you are doing, it is
Hmm.
so amazing. You know why?
Hmm.
Because the Congo
Hmm.
itself is
Hmm.
now is a new construction. I don't even
Yes.
want to talk too much about the past.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the
The
now.
now. Yes. Yes. The now.
Right,
It's
John
about the
Claude?
now.
Let's
Yes. It's
talk
about
about
the
the
now.
now.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the now is what's important to develop. So
Mm.
let me ask you this. Let me
Yes.
ask you this.
Mm.
After this show, I
Yes.
want people these entrepreneurs out there trying to what they're wondering now. They lost their jobs and everything. They're wondering now. I'm interested in what they're saying.
Mm.
Is the Congo prepared right now? If
Mm.
I put all these young people together and we
Mm.
make a trip to Congo,
Mm.
are you guys prepared to receive us, to talk about all of these things?
Yes, we are prepared to
Good.
receive you, and
I want them to hear that from you.
we
Yes,
yes, because what
yes.
we are doing, we are working in the whole Congo, and in the whole Congo every week we
Mm-hmm.
have meeting like a Zoom meeting with all the directors we have in each province. Now,
Okay.
this is what I'm gonna be telling people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
The Chamber of Commerce is putting in place a platform which is like a Facebook platform,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a LinkedIn platform.
Mm-hmm.
Like people from all over the way, the way they use LinkedIn, they're gonna
Yeah.
now be using the Chamber of Commerce of Congo.
Wow.
It's
Awesome.
there that you can do trade
Yes.
online with the business people of Congo. It's
Wonderful.
on that platform that you can book your hotel to go to Congo. On platform, you can communicate with people who are already doing business and start discussing the step of your project with your
Yes.
partner who is in Congo.
Right.
Yes, what we
Yes.
put in place, it's amazing, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be launching that website tomorrow with our
Oh,
partners. It's tomorrow that
wonderful.
yes, it's like imagine Facebook, but we
Yes.
have a Facebook just for the
For
Chamber
the
of Commerce of the
yes.
DRC Congo. The way
Awesome.
you have your pictures on Facebook, the way
Yes.
you can advertise on Facebook, the way you
Yes.
can sell on Facebook, the
Yes.
same way you will be able to sell on the platform of the Chamber of
Very
Commerce
good.
of the Democratic Republic of Congo. We
Very good.
understand how important the digital is
Yes.
becoming
It's
in the market.
important. Yes.
We understand
Yes.
how Amazon,
Mm.
how Alibaba made the
Yes.
money on
Yes.
online, and
Yes.
we decided to give access to the
Yes.
Congolese each at each level and
Mhm.
at each province of the DRC to give
Yes.
them access to the training. And
Yes.
we have an academy which is
Mhm.
training all the people who are
Exactly.
coming to learn. We have the diaspora academy where
Hmm.
we have the experts from all over the diaspora
Yes.
who can come and teach on that
Yes.
platform, and the people of the Congo can learn
Hmm.
technology, IT out of that platform. It's a
Yes.
very, very interesting what we put in place. And we are
Right.
ready. We are ready to come
Yes.
to receive you, and we
Hmm.
are ready to receive anyone. And
Hmm.
now we are also working on a program with a lot of colleges of the US.
Hmm.
They will be coming with us on trade mission
Yes.
to train people on
Yes.
IT, on coding, on electricity, on construction. We
Wonderful.
have already a program like that set up with
Yes.
one of my friend, a
Hmm.
professor who's working with us to put all of this in place in the DRC Congo.
I have a question because education is very important
Hmm.
because the education that we received in America and also in Africa, especially in Africa, it's even though there are certain African countries that are independent, but they're still using the education that the colonializers have left.
Hmm.
So I would like to know in Congo,
Hmm.
is that also part of the development in Congo, the education, especially education for public schools? And the reason I'm asking is
Hmm.
because I have quite a few colleagues that have changed that whole model
Hmm.
to a new model today
Hmm.
in the
Yes,
present technology and
yes,
all these things.
yes.
There's a company that's called GPS,
Hmm.
and her name is Michelle Johnson, and she has created
Hmm.
this whole transformation of education, but for the present, for the
Hmm.
present. So,
Yeah.
is that something also that that Congo would take a look at as
Mhm.
far as the education is concerned?
Yes, yes. It's something which is a very, very needed, and
Yes.
it's needed now.
Okay.
With my own
Okay.
research, and because my foundation has a program which called Eco Village, the Eco Village
Okay.
project. We're
Yes.
establishing eco villages in different
Hmm.
area of the DRC Congo.
Hmm.
But what you see, the way you are speaking, that
Yes.
the education in Africa
Hmm.
was Eurocentric education.
Exactly.
We need to
Exactly.
learn everything European did,
Yes.
where they
Hmm.
went to fight, what they produced. But
Hmm.
today we need to bring a African centric education.
I love it.
Why
I
I'm insisting on
yes.
African centric.
Yes.
The Congo, like I told you, is
Mm,
the first richest country in the world.
mm,
In the Congo, there are other people where they live with gold every day. They
mhm,
live with diamond every day. They
mhm,
live with like cassiterite every day. But
mhm.
guess what? There is no a university in Congo which is helping Congolese to know how to kite diamond.
Mm. Wow.
In
That's
order for
yeah.
Congolese to cut diamond, they need to
Yes.
go to Europe. They need to go
Yes.
to come to the US. They need to go to Israel.
Yes.
We need
That's
to create.
that's the way it is now, you're saying.
Yes,
So we need to change that.
we need to change that.
We
We
have
need
to
to
work
create
hard
schools
on
in
changing that.
Congo
Yes.
which is
Yes.
helping Congolese to know how to cut the diamond.
Hmm. Yes. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
There are Latin American countries
yeah,
that we can come in and we can do that.
yes,
And
yeah,
my God, you know
yeah,
what?
yeah,
When you
and
come next week,
yeah,
I
yes,
don't think we're gonna sleep. We're gonna
yeah,
talk the whole time
yes. And
about
another
what we're gonna
example,
do.
the
Yes.
Congo has the the gold belt.
Uh-huh.
The gold belt
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of gold.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying publicly.
Mm-hmm.
They never teach Congolese
Mm-hmm.
what the gold can do
Mm-hmm.
in the economy of Congo.
Mm-hmm.
I will repeat it.
Yes.
They never teach Congolese the value of
Mm-hmm.
gold in the economy of Congo.
Oh my goodness.
I will give just a short analysis.
Okay.
With the gold we produce in Congo, we could have a lot of refineries which could refine the gold of Congo, stamp the gold of Congo, and put
Mm-hmm.
the gold of Congo in a reserve.
Wow.
With the gold of Congo in a reserve,
Mm-hmm.
the currency of the money of Congo is supposed to be in a high level.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The
Yes.
Congo could keep the gold without selling it,
Mm-hmm.
get the line of credit on that gold, and
Yes.
start trading and making money without selling its gold.
Wow.
And you can
Jean-Claude, this
see
is great.
today,
This
people
is
don't
great.
have beds in the hospitals. They don't have chairs in the hospitals in a
Yeah.
region where they produce gold.
Yes.
It's not acceptable,
It's
and we
not.
cannot understand it
It's
because
not.
that same gold you have there, you are doing it here and there. You can
Mhm.
just save it.
Yes.
You keep
Yes.
it. You don't
Yes.
sell it. You keep it, and when you keep it,
Exactly.
you make money out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
fund your education, you fund your economy, you fund your security.
Yes.
But they
Awesome.
didn't teach
They
Congolese.
didn't teach. They didn't teach you anything in order to be equal to them. They
Hmm.
taught everything that they trained you on.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
trained you to serve them,
yes, yes.
and
This
that's
is
what the
another
problem.
link, another
Yeah.
thing I will let to tell you publicly. I told you that
Please.
we have the reserve of cobalt in the
Mm-hmm.
Congo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
let me just explain to you that the next day when you're gonna go be changing your battery, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna ask you more money for you to buy a new battery when you will not bring your old battery.
Oh, are you serious?
They did it already. I'm just reminding you that. When you go to
Okay.
buy a battery,
Yes.
the price is different. If you
Yes.
bring your old battery,
It's
or if
cheaper.
yes,
And why is
if you
that? Why
bring
is
your
that?
old battery, it's
Yeah.
cheaper.
Why
Why?
is that?
Because
Yes.
in that battery there is the cobalt inside, which didn't perish. In
Wow.
order
So
for him
it's a
to make,
recycle.
they're
It's
gonna
a
recycle. They're
recycle.
gonna recycle that cobalt you have inside of that battery.
Wow. You are teaching us so much today.
Now, I didn't finish to teach you
Okay.
because the product of cobalt
Mm-hmm.
is not perishable.
Mm-hmm.
We have to sell the cobalt the way we sell the electricity.
Wow.
In some way, we give you our cobalt, you're
Yes.
gonna be paying us monthly. We lease you our cobalt.
Oh my goodness.
We have to lease you our cobalt
Mm-hmm.
because you will always be using our cobalt.
Cobalt.
Why are
Yes.
we selling it to you once when you're gonna be
Yes.
always be using it?
Yes.
We lease
Yes.
it to you.
Great knowledge. Great
Now,
knowledge. And
think
the
about
yeah.
the Congo being leasing the 80% of the world reserve of
Yes.
cobalt.
Yes. Yes.
You know what's going to be the result? The result's going to be because the Congolese are 90 million,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be doing the distribution of wealth on Congolese.
Yes.
It means that even though a Congolese doesn't work, going to have a check every month
Yes. Awesome.
because we're going to have a lot of wealth to
Yes.
distribute to our people.
Exactly. Exactly. This is going to be the new Democratic
Yeah,
Republic of the
yeah,
Congo.
yes, that's
There
what
you
they're going to
go.
teach us.
That's
And
it.
now that we know it, we're going to make it happen.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
that's why
yes.
I'm saying the new story is a
Yes.
different story.
That's right. And that's why
The
the
good story,
education is
yes,
important to our
yes,
children
yes,
in the Congo and throughout
yes,
Africa.
yes,
Education, but the
yes,
right
yes,
education. The
yes,
education to empower our children to be entrepreneurs, the
yes,
education to for them to be
yes,
creative, and for
yes,
them to now start thinking. Because
yes.
see, once we develop all of these things, our children no longer have to leave
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
come to the United States
mm-hmm.
and or to Europe.
Yes.
You see that?
The way we explain it is this:
Yes.
the first asset of
Hmm.
a country
Yes.
is its people.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not
Yes.
gold, it's not diamond, it's not agriculture, it's its
Yes.
people.
Yes.
When you increase the value of your people, you
Yes.
increase the economy of your people.
Of your nation too.
Yes,
Yes. Of your nation. That's
yes.
it. That's
And
it.
now that value you are putting on people, that's what's gonna go and now transform what you have as natural resources to
Yes.
create financial capacities, which gonna now help you to fund everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very good. Very
yeah.
good. Well,
Mm,
on that note, I
mm.
we could be here all day, but
You're right.
you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do
Yeah,
part one, part two,
yes,
or we're gonna
yes.
make this a show
I, I,
what's today? Every
that's
Friday.
that's gonna be a show.
It's gonna
That's
be a
really gonna be a show.
show.
Yes,
Yes,
we're gonna be
yes.
having it every Friday
We
to
need to.
discuss about Africa
We
because there
need
are
to.
some part of the program I didn't share with you about the corridor we are doing with
Yes.
the neighboring country of Africa, with different
Hmm.
country of Africa,
Hmm.
and also we can do the same with South America and Central America.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
yeah.
Well, I want to conclude by saying
Yeah.
thank you, Jean Claude.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for being on my show, Love, Truth, and Peace. And definitely, we're going to continue to have this show with you, just with you.
Yes.
You just cover the world
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
today.
so much.
You
Yes.
covered the world today, so
Yeah.
we want to thank you truly for being here. And
Mm,
yes, if you would like to get in touch with
yeah.
me, you can email me at info at melida
Mm,
harris barrow.com, and there you will be able to send us information. Our chamber would be launching very soon, hopefully in October, and that will be the sixth region global chamber of commerce.
mm.
And Jean-Claude already, he's part of this chamber that I am getting ready to launch soon, because there's so much work that we have to do. So we're going to be working together, and that's the way it should be. We
Mm.
have to work together in order to
Yes.
connect Africa and
Mm.
the diaspora. Thank you
Yes.
very much for watching.
Mm.
Again, this is Dr. Melida Harris Barrow.
Mm.